Is it going? There we go. Hello, 6th grade. I am Mr. Niemeyer. I am going to be your math teacher. We are struggling a little bit in 6th grade just because there's a lot of you. And so I want to make sure everyone's understanding it before we move on. Basically, this is how it will go. This is what your bell ringer would look like. Usually there's only about 4 or 5 questions, mainly. It'll usually be about the lesson you had prior, but since you haven't had a lesson with me yet, there's no questions to do basically before. Oh my goodness, hold on real quick, it is raining. Woo! Good thing I'm doing these videos. I'm not going outside anytime soon. Okay, anyways, so if you want to, you can do these. If I step back, you can see them better, hopefully. Yeah, I think so. And then, basically, if you have any questions, concerns, or anything about the lesson, if it's too blurry or something, I can try and find different ways. Maybe video the PowerPoint on the computer, that might be better, whichever. But just let me know. That's the bell work. We'll go over the answers. This is just for me. So what we'll be learning today is the greatest common factor and the least common factor, okay? And this is what is important. This will be the first thing you take in your notes, vocab. The first 5 questions on every test, more than likely, will be vocab, okay? Oh, that was weird, did something. Okay, so you'll just write greatest common factor, GCF, and I put GFC for some reason because I am silly and I forgot. But it is the greatest number that is a factor of 2 or more numbers. And what a factor is if we have the number 12, all the factors are just the many ways that you can create the number 12 and multiplying. So the easiest ones are 1 and 12. And then we know 12 is an even number, so then 2 and 6. And then other ones would be like 3 and 4, okay? Then we have the least common multiple, okay? And that is the least non-zero number that is a common multiple of 2 or more numbers. So if you're given 2 numbers and it wants to find the least common multiple, basically, let me step out of the way a little bit. Basically that is, if I step there we go. Least common multiple. It's like repeated addition. Okay, so if you have 3, it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, you just keep going. And then if you have 7 along with that, 7, 14, 21, and you notice that 21 is the least common multiple that they both have in common. Okay, if you need to pause the video, you can go ahead and do that to sort of get, where's the lighting? Oh, a little bit. To get this written down. Oh, there we go. To get this written down, and then we usually move on into the content. Okay, so there's 1 slice servings of 3 types of cake on a table. Each row has an equal number of servings and only 1 type of cake. What is the greatest number of servings in each row? Okay, so it's asking for the greatest, so it's really wanting that greatest common factor, okay? And as you can see, the cakes, the types, and the number of servings over here. So we have marble at 10, red velvet at 15, and chocolate at 20. Okay, so what you'll do to solve this problem is use common factors. Oh. So the factors of 10 are 1 and 10, the easiest ones, and then we have 2 and 5. Now, you know you can stop there because 3 and 4 are in the middle. You sort of work your way out into the middle, starting with 1 and 10, then you go to 2 and 5. 3 and 4 is left, but 3 times 4 doesn't make 10. We know that. And then, once you have that one done, you go to 15. The 2 easiest ones, you start with 1 and 15, and then you know 15 is divisible by 5, and its counterpart is 3. Okay, and then you know, again, you're done because the only one in the middle is 4, and we know 4 times 4 is not 15. then 20, we have 1 and 20, the two easiest, 2 and 10, and then 4 and 5. Now, once you get it all situated, you want to find the biggest number, the greatest, not the least, the greatest factor that they all have in common. Well, start by circling what you know they do have in common, which are 1 and 5, okay? So we know 1 they have in common, 5 they have in common, but we want the greatest. So between 1 and 5, we know the greatest common factor is 5, okay? Okay, so try this one on your own, okay? Warren has 60 carrot sticks and 42 celery sticks. He wants to package them in plastic bags so that each bag has an equal number of carrot sticks and an equal number of celery sticks. What is the greatest number of bags he can put together? So your hint, greatest number, you're going to do greatest common factor. So you want to find all the factors of 60 and 42. Okay, so you can pause the video right here and you can do it, and then when you come back, push play when you think you have it, and we can do the answer. Okay? And you should be getting 6 bags. Okay? Okay. Now find the greatest common factor of 12 and 18. Okay? Well, if you take 12 and 18, there's another way that you can do this. Find 2 factors that you know go into it. So for 12, 6 and 2, and for 18, 9 and 2. Okay? You can break 2 down. You can't break 2 down anymore, so 2 will just come down. But 9 and 6 you can still break down. You find a factor with those 2. So for 9, you get 3 and 3, 3 times 3, and then the 2 just comes down. And then 6, we have 3 and 2 can be broken down, and the 2 comes down. Well then, you just circle what they have in common. They each have a 3, and they each have a 2. Okay, and then you multiply those together, and you should get 6. And that would be another way to find the greatest common factor, if you like this way. Okay, so this is another chance for you to try it on your own. You can find the greatest common factor of 20, 32, and 36. Okay, so you can pause the video right here and try it on your own, and then when you are done, push play and see if you are right. And you should have got for your answer 4. Okay, for 20 you should have had, I believe, 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. For 32 you should have had 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. And for 36, you should have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 4 and 9, 3 and 12, and then 2 and 18, and then 1 and 36. Okay, now we go into the least common multiple. Okay, and what you want to do with the least common multiple, oh, freeze it, freeze. There we go. What you want to do with the least common multiple, it's just like repeated addition, right? So, I can get this off. So, you have 2 and you have 3. So if we start with 2, the first few, you go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, okay? And you keep going. It's just repeated addition. You keep adding this number over and over. So you start with the number and just keep adding that number. So 2, add 2, 4, add 2, 6, add 2, 8, and you keep going. Same thing with 3. So you start with 3, Add 3 more, you get 6. 3 more, you get 9, 12, 15, 18, okay? And then LCM, okay? That is least common multiple. Okay, so you want to find the least amount that they have in common. Okay, so circle the ones that you know they have in common. You know they have 6, and you know they have 12. Okay, but again, they don't want the greatest, like the greatest common factor. They want the least common factor, or the least common multiple in this one. So we know that that is going to be 6. Okay. Let me erase that. And again, feel free to pause the video and take more notes or examples whenever you need. Going to, and then the next one, try this one on your own. So the least common multiple of 4, 6, and 8, okay? So try this one on your own, pause the video, and then push play when you think you have the answer. And you should, if you did it right, get 24, okay? So we count it by 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. 6, you should have 6, 12, 18, 24. And then 8, you should have 8, 16, 24, 32. Okay? And then I don't think we did this one in class, but we can do this one. So Ernesto has painting class every 2 weeks. Kamala has a pottery class every 5 weeks. Ernesto and Kamala meet at the art building for class this week. How many weeks will it be until they see each other again? So it wants to count the multiples and know when they align again. Okay, so you have 2 and 5 for the 2 and 5 weeks they go to class. Or they have class every week. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and then it goes on. You have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay? So the least common multiple of 2 and 5 is 10. Okay? So Ernesto and Kamala will see each other again in 10 weeks. So you can try this one on your own. Okay. So at the grand opening of the store, every sixth customer to enter the store is given a $10 gift certificate, and every 9th customer is given a coupon for 10% off their total purchase. So which customer will receive both gifts? So you need to do the least common multiple and find out to see which person will get both prizes. Okay, so 6 and 9, you need to find the least common multiple of. Once you are done, push pause and then push play when you think you have an answer. And if you did it correctly, you should have got the 18th customer. Okay, and that is it. Okay, and this is what would usually happen at the end of class. I'd give you your homework, which will be at the bottom of this video, or it'll be in Google Classroom. And then you have an exit ticket. So today, it's find the least common multiple of 10, 12, and 15. Okay, and then you would be able to leave the classroom, except you're already home. So, okay. So I hope that was a good first lesson. Greatest common factor, least common multiple. If you have any questions, make sure you type them in Google Classroom under this and let me know if it was good, if there's anything you want differently in lessons. Very flexible, but just let me know. Your homework should be below. It'll be due 3 days. Get my phone in there. Oh, it is really raining. 3 days from posting it today, okay? I don't grade on how, if it's right or wrong. This is your time to practice it, make those mistakes, and I will correct them and give them back to you. As long as you try and you go for it on the questions, on all of them, then you'll get full points. It's just like a game in football. It's okay to make mistakes at practice, not so much on the game. That's your test. But at practice, doing your homework, this is your chance to make those mistakes and practice getting these right and wrong. Okay? Other than that, have fun. I don't think I left anything out. If you have any more questions, just let me know.